righty. Should be good here in just a moment. Looks like we're good. There is 2 away. It is Garrett Crochet, so we're either going to get good Garrett Crochet or he's going to collapse. Past performances versus our team kind of indicate one thing, that he's probably going to smoke on us for a while. Especially with our Looney Tunes-ass lineup that we have in today. All right, there we go. I'm gonna let me skip. Okay, that's weird. Hey, we'll get a base hit. That could be a double too for Matt Vierling. So a 2-out double for Matty V as we get underway. 1 on, 2 out. Good way to start off a stream. Good luck for the Tigers, we are. Here comes a dingle hit. We have all of our right-handed hitters like in this game, in this lineup, and it's like, oh boy, why didn't we get more of these? Or at least someone who isn't, you know, that'll be called strike one. They'll say he went. 0-0 here in the top of the first. I could just say a score theoretically, and people would believe me. I'd be like, it's 13-1 Tigers here in the top of the first. People would be like, it's 13-1. I'd be like, yeah. Like, dang, missed the crazy game, and I even question how the other team has won. Like, oh, it's a weird rule in baseball where the other team gets a point for your success if you score 12 in the first. Called spotting a run rule. Ball 1. 1-1 on Mr. Dylan Dingler. Ball 2. Runner at second after a double by Vierling. But it was a 2-out double, so, you know, we'll see. Pitch. And foul ball, damn. Just goes foul, 2-2. It'd be cool if we see a dingle single. He's got the best name for hits. A dingle blast. A ding walk. That'll be ball 3. Oh, they're gonna challenge it. That's probably gonna be a strikeout. It's pretty fucking close. Kind of looked inside though. We'll see. Oh, they missed. It's a ball. It's gonna remain a ball. Damn, dog. They missed by like less than a 0.1 of an inch. Oh yeah, Scooball's got a lot of good ones. Scooby-Doo. But yeah, he's got a good name. He's got a good one. It's mainly just like funny ways that you could just give someone a nickname. Hot Wax. What's up though? What's up, Leon? It's a 2-2. It's a full count. For Mr. Dingler. And he gives the ball a ride. That'll hit off the wall. Bang! A dingle double for Dylan Dingler. See? Anything he hits has an instant hilarity to it. He may have the best last name for that. Just because a dingle double is a hilarious phrase. 1-0 Tigers here in the top of the first. We're kind of getting after Mr. Crochet a little bit. Mound visit here. Catcher's coming out to talk to him. Well, he hit off the bottom of the wall, so. If that ball had been hit higher, I think Dingler might be out. It's been a bad first inning for the Red Sox. Not only did they give up a run, but they only have one challenge now, too. Ball one. The challenges may not matter, but, you know. Now the Tigers can kind of utilize a close strike zone if there is one. Especially if the umps call it their way today. Oh, I'm just sending my dad a text. They settle in. Maybe. And he strikes out. All right, well, we'll head to the bottom of the first. Tigers do get a run there on a couple doubles by Vierling and Dingler. So we go up 1-0. We'll see Anthony, Monasterio, and Contreras. Basically, a very similar lineup to what we saw yesterday, other than Navarez is catching. Yeah, if you haven't dropped a like yet, consider doing so, especially since really no one has said anything in this stream. We only have 4 likes. Make sure you drop a couple likes. Help the stream out, get some people here. It'd be helpful, especially if you're not really chatting much or saying anything. It's always good to get some interaction. I'd appreciate you. Otherwise, I don't know. What's a good one for today? You're a Red Sox fan. Or no, I got a better one. You're a Chicago White Sox fan. In fact, you shake ass for when the White Sox play. You throw ass at clubs. And everyone's like, what are you doing here? Like, I just love the White Sox. And everyone's like, ugh. Get out. But they're actually beating the Athletics right now, so maybe you're actually probably happy. Who knows? But everyone knows you're a White Sox diehard. You still rock Jermaine Dye and Paul Konerko t-shirts from the World Series because you're like, hey, we won one. And you just kind of say that over and over again. Remember 2005, pussy? And everyone's like, no, I don't really remember that season at all. It's like if that would... White Sox, you'll bring that up, and it's like, that was pre-Astros being an American League team. Why are you guys bringing that up? That's like a different era of baseball almost. You know what I mean? 2005 feels like 2 eras removed. Either way. All the retards leaving because, hey, he's not streaming the game. Like, yeah, there hasn't been a pitch yet. Anyway. Ball 1. They're going to challenge that. That's definitely a strike. It'll be 0-1 here on Anthony. Yeah, that's a strike. Anyway, it's 0-1. Now, here's the pitch. Inside, ball 1. Now it's 1-1. Winning the World Series in 05 because it gets overshadowed by the Red Sox winning it the previous year. Yeah. And the 2006 World Series being fundamentally more interesting than the 05. Because you had 2 random-ass teams in the Tigers and Cardinals somehow show up. 2 teams that got like nuclear hot in the playoffs just happened to play each other. And it's quite the interesting matchup, really. 2-1 here on Anthony. And that'll be grounded over to the first base side. Flip it to Valdez, and they get the speedy Anthony 1 away. No, I think the Cubs one was huge. How old were you when the Cubs? I still remember the Cubs, but yeah, you're right. It doesn't feel as big. Maybe it's because didn't Did the Cubs have his like? I wonder if it's because the Red Sox overcame or were the first team to overcome that like 3-0 or 3-1 deficit. Oh, so you're old enough too. So yeah, it's not even an age issue then. We're like the same age. Because I was gonna be like, maybe you were like a teenager. It's 0-2 now on Masteresio. I literally cannot say this guy's last name. It's mostly because I can't see it consistently. The 3-0 deficit and got a reverse sweep. Yeah, I think that's why that people remember that World Series in a bigger way. I genuinely think that's why. 1-2, that's a ball that misses inside. I think that might be why. And the Red Sox are one of baseball's like premier franchises. So that might help. And let's be honest about the White Sox and the Astros. In 2005, nobody gave a flying fuck about those two baseball clubs. Whereas like the Tigers and Cardinals are premier teams. Cubs are a premier team, but no one really cares about the fucking Cleveland Guardians, Indians, especially not in 2016. That it might be just like the matchup is why people don't give a shit. It's raining pretty hard there in Boston now. I don't buy that because it didn't happen in the World Series. It's what sent them there. The Cubs are one of the premier teams too, and they have one of the bigger. I think it's matchup specifically. That might be the big reason. Like, I think the Red Sox in the World Series beat. Oh, who the fuck did they beat? That'll be a grounder over to the shortstop. Should be the second out of the inning, and it is 2 away. Here's Contreras now. Good start to the inning by Valdez. Wonder where everyone's at. Dead as hell today. Cardinals. That's probably why. Cardinals Red Sox is a premier matchup like Tigers Cardinals. No one really gives a shit about Cubs Indians. White Sox Astros. You know what I mean? But if you tell me the Cardinals are playing the Red Sox in a World Series, that's a fun matchup in almost any era of the MLB. They'll call that a strike. It's 0-2. At least that's how it is in my head anyway. Are they about to postpone it? He can't challenge that shit, and he can't do that now. It's way the fuck too late. He was trying to challenge that shit, and they were like, no, dude, it's like you're way behind schedule. You got to do that a little sooner. We should have let him challenge that. Now he's pissed off and homered. Hits one up into the monster seats, and now it's a 1-1 game. Damn it. We should have just let him challenge it. He might not have gotten in a bad mood and Billy jacked that baseball up over the monster. Ugh. I don't know. It's starting to come down, though. I don't have a good feeling about this game being completed. We'll see, though. We'll hope so. Because the Boston Marathon is tomorrow. And those are like city colors associated, I believe, with the marathon, right? This is their shit tomorrow. Exactly. No one cares about the Guardians. Everyone loves the... Again, if the Cubs had played like any team, like if they had played like the Tigers in that World Series, or if they had played the Yankees or the Red Sox, or who are the good American League teams that are fun? Even the fucking Orioles have a little bit of... And that'll be a base hit up the middle. Uh-oh. So both teams get two quick outs to start off the first, and then they have a little implosion where the opposing team gets a run each. No, more people care about the Cubs winning than the White Sox. Trust. No, it's the matchup. If the Cubs had played a better American League team, they would have had a bigger reaction. Playing Cleveland means no one gives a shit. I'm telling you, that's the reason it's like that. It's because nobody watches the Guardians. They have a fanship in Ohio. That's it. And there's no like strong anti-group like talking shit. Everyone was just like, hell yeah, that's great. And then everyone moved on. Yeah, I would say it's about that. And that should be about how it is. Red Sox also probably have more fans than the Cubs do. That's hard to. I wonder though. That's going to be a successful. Yeah, this game's going to be sloppy. They'll have a runner at second now. Story's still second. Both teams, they're taking advantage of the shit rain here. Ball one. Fucking stupid Boston Marathon means we can't just reschedule this game to tomorrow. Gotta play baseball at 11 a.m. tomorrow. Ball two. Trust, if the Tigers win the World Series, it'll be a big deal. I don't think it's East Coast biased. I think it has more to do with baseball market relevance. Tigers have a strong market in baseball. If they merged the team, they'd be a lot bigger. I think it would help them out quite a bit. Cubs are a huge Central team too. So are the White Sox. They should have bigger markets than the Tigers, but they both struggle in comparison in free agency. Oh, they would. 100% they will. They're a bigger team. Tigers are far more popular with fans. Historically, they have like way more significance than either of those two teams. They're beloved by MLB media. No, you don't understand. The Tigers will be darlings if they win a World Series. It'll be annoying the way they'll be praised. I'll say, all right, it's kind of getting old. They are MLB media darlings, and I'm not really sure why. They just don't like to give them no. I can't even really say that. They shower the Tigers players with awards. Oh wow, they're far less popular than a team in New York, Boston, and Los Angeles and Chicago. I don't think so about the Cubs, but that's probably debatable. A team basically in a more northern spot than Canada probably has. I don't know. We're like one of the few teams that can compete with payroll with every single one of those teams, even the Dodgers. We're almost spending 100 million, and that's ball four, 2 on, 2 out. We're almost spending 100 million more dollars than the next team in our division as like payroll. It's like 267 to like Kansas, or like 230 to like Kansas City's like 170, I believe. It's like right around there. And Detroit's prepared to spend more. It's, they had to clean up the team a little bit. I don't know. Market size, media favorability. Tigers will be a big deal. All the teams, the Tigers are a hard team to dislike. It's the fans that make them annoying, and it's specifically the Michigan contingent of all Michigan fans. It's not, but in baseball and hockey, it is. It's a really weird complexity of how that actually. Raphael is up with an 0-2 count, by the way. 2 on, 2 out. We're still in the bottom of the first of a 1-1 game. It's like a complex thing to try to market. Um, in like two sports, Detroit is actually a huge market, specifically baseball and hockey. No, our window opens in 2027. We're not in a window. Anyway, the Tigers are an overperforming team right now. What that means, by the way, they strike out Rafaela. We'll head to the top of the second. It's 1-1. Quick commercial break. In my personal opinion, every single expert before the 2024 Magic Run season had the Tigers at breaking out in 2027 as a regular playoff team, and then after that, or even as a World Series contender that year, right? That's when they would start their like contendership at the World Series in 2027, and that's even considering if Scooball is gone or not. The Tigers could get almost any free agent they want in baseball, and they can afford to sign any single person that they want. Who can they not afford? Did you forget that like they reset the market like twice when they had Verlander and Cabrera, and we were spending like $300 million a year at one point, like 10 years ago? Yeah, they are. They literally are a big market. The Tigers are. So I don't know what to tell you. The Tigers can literally sign players like the Dodgers and spend money like the Dodgers if they wanted to. Because people think team in Midwest equals small market because they're stupid. They don't like, they would call the Red Wings a small market team with that designation. And that's stupid. They're like the premier team in the NHL. It's like, they're like, not right now. They're not they suck ass for like a decade. But like historically, market wise, they're like a national like thing, like they would consider the Red Wings small market too with that kind of an assessment, which is like stupid thing to do. It is 0-1 now on Perez. Perez, Torque, and Lee. Thought away, it's 0-2. The Tigers have been around since like the 1800s, dude. The Tigers were one of the original teams in baseball. Because the Tigers don't give a flying fuck to do that. They've been rebuilding. Did you not see what happened from 2000? They had no minor league system. They had a bunch of guys who were like in their 400th year of baseball. What the fuck were they supposed to do? Have like 5 really good pitchers and then just keep them all and have nothing else? No, they had to blow the team up and just shoot wild shots for like a decade. They fucked up in their rebuild. They fucked it up. But now they're on the right path with the rebuild to the point where it's like, I'm more excited about the team in the minors than I am about this team that we have on the field. By the way, there's one away after a strikeout of Perez. It's one, what is it? 0-1 on Torkelson. Like, we signed Framber Valdez. Like, did we just not? We signed Canley Jansen. Did we not? Those were 2 of the more in-demand players this offseason. We signed them both. For some reason, this dipshit at fucking GM didn't want to sign any bats and said we'll trade for people. Easy enough. Tigers always good. The second the Tigers are good, we like are constantly in the media of the MLB. They like talk about them constantly. Like they're like promoted heavily. I don't know what else to tell you. I don't know how else to describe a team that's a pretty heavy market because they know that they sell well. Ball 4, that'll put them on. You can always go to the MLB's Twitter, and the way that they post teams is a good way to determine it. And the fact that the Tigers now have a bunch of young stars is I don't know. Could just be the Scooball effect. But salary floor 100%, but in order to get the salary floor, there's going to be a salary cap. That's going to be the negotiation standstill. All right, I think that's going to be the compromise that saves baseball. Hopefully sooner rather than fucking later, dude. I really hope we don't get a strike, man. I really, really hope. Um, but the players don't want the. It's a 1-1 count, by the way. One out, one on. Lee, the hitter. Come on, dude. Please get a hit. Why? How? Challenge it, dude. That's a ball. Dude, challenge that. It's it's a foot inside, dude. And he strikes out. What a fucking idiot. He should have just challenged that previous pitch. 2 away. Here's Baez. Well, he's not going to last too long at this level. That's a darn shame because I liked Lee. He was really good in the minors. Here's Baez with the man on first and 2 away. Top second, 1-1 score. Because I believe the players want a salary floor. And the owners want a salary cap because of the Dodgers. And I think they want to ban deferred money. So we got to pay Scubal soon here. Salary cap would be probably something ridiculous like fucking $550 million a year. Salary floor 100. If that's what it is, that's fine. That'll be fine for baseball. No one, I don't even think the Dodgers suffer if it's 550. Durbin, Narvaez, and Kiner Falefa. Yeah, the Mets are a problem too. And to be honest, the Tigers will bully spend now. If you ask any other team in the AL Central, the Tigers are a problem with spending. And they're getting nervous because we used to be up in the top 3 in MLB spending for like a decade plus when we were dominating shit for a minute. It's a good run. God, I miss the old Tigers when we were good. Anyway, bottom of the second, it'll be Durbin, Narvaez. I already said all them. Yeah, they're batting. I actually think deferred money should be banned. I actually don't like that. I don't think it should be allowed. I just don't like deferred money. I don't care about salary cap and team spending. I think you're right. All the teams should just spend more money. They make a fuckload of it in baseball. However, I don't think they should be allowed to do this deferred money horse shit. That's actually bad for the game, I think. I think a lot of guys are going to get really fucked by that in the future, and I'm not sure. We'll see how that plays out. Hopefully not. Hopefully I'm wrong. I don't know. I just don't like it. I think it's unfair, a little bit uncompetitive. Because you can kind of take advantage of Japanese players when you do shit like that. Like fucking Shohei getting a $700 million contract that doesn't start paying until like a decade from now, and it'll be like he's making like $700K a year. It's like, yeah, that's fucking horseshit manipulation bullshit, dude. If you do a salary cap, more so than anything, you have to get rid of deferred money. Like we're like literally Shohei is like one of the cheapest played payers this year, I believe, by the Dodgers. No, salary cap would be all over. I don't. The salary cap is whatever. I don't really. That's not the discussion. I think that's going to be a problem. I think the real hang on is going to be deferred money. 1-2 now on the hitter. Oh, hold on a minute. Why is my stream so far behind? Here's the 1-2. 2-2. Man, we're getting squeezed. That looked like a strike to me. Obviously, there's not much you can do about deferred money right now, but I think going forward, I think they should ban that shit. Another really close ball given to the Red Sox. It's 3-2. I think if they'd have challenged that, that'd have been ruled a strike. And that'll be a long play, but the shortstop Baez makes a nice one. One away, nice job. They get Durbin. Here's Narvaez. Or Narvaez. Fuck you say their name. It's mostly just because I can't see the names. I watch on I have little screens and I can't read them. It's the catcher for the Red Sox. You get the general idea of who they are. I don't know. I think the NFL is pretty competitively balanced. Didn't the Patriots just play for the Super Bowl against the Seahawks this year? And last year it was the Chiefs Eagles. Seems like two wildly different teams. The NFL is a little prone to dynasty stuff, but that's because like you get a dominant young quarterback and like things can get a little fucked up. But I don't know. Like it wouldn't be shocking if both the AFC and NFC had two different teams representing them in the Super Bowl next year. Actually, I would say the reason the Chiefs aren't it's the quarterback, I think. I don't know. No, only way to have a dynasty is to build through the draft though. All of those teams aren't free agency powerhouses. Warriors, for example, were one like ring away. All they really added was Kevin Durant. Like I know that's a big get, but you know, Chiefs drafted most of that team was drafted. Um, they kind of suck at picking free agents. Yeah, that they drafted. Same with the Patriots. They drafted most of that team except for like some cast offs like Corey Dillon and Rodney Harrison that were kind of trash. 0-2 with two away. Yeah, the way to build is through the draft and to win on rookie contracts. That's how that actually works out. And that'll be a quick inning. We'll head to the top of the third. 1-2-3 go the Red Sox. So the second inning produces no offense from either team. We'll head to the top of the third. Tigers will send their top of the order to the plate. Jones, Torres, and Vierling. Jones, Torres, Vierling, top of the third, 1-1. I don't know. Drafting is how you win in a dynasty. Neither one win. Mahomes kind of went to an already pretty good team. I don't know. Tom went to the fucking Bucks and won a Super Bowl. That's the most loser ass team in all of professional sports. In North American professional sports, no team is as big of losers as the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. That's why he went there, by the way. Like everyone says all these other reasons. I'm like, no, he went there because he's like, what is the most loser team in league history? And he said the Buccaneers, and he went, that's where I'm gonna go win the Super Bowl. And then they already had some good pieces, so it was a lot easier. And if you're like, well, they already had an elite team, it's like, well, why didn't the Buccaneers win the Super Bowl without Brady? So why haven't the Bucks won anything without him when they have the fucking same team the year before, the same team the year after he left? What happened? I don't even know what you're arguing right now, to be honest. Yeah, in 2002, which isn't really relevant to the team that they would have right now. They had the lowest win. That'll be a first pitch ground out, one away. Jones is out. I don't really know the relevance to that Super Bowl to what we're talking about now. No, I think the Buccaneers had or have the worst winning percentage all time in terms of North American professional sports. Somebody might have passed them up by now, but as of like 5 years ago, that was still the truth. The Lions are like damn near 500 or some shit. They're pretty close. We're like 480 something. It's not too bad. The Buccaneers at one point were like 370, dog. I don't think you understand. They'd win like one game a year for a decade straight. I don't think you remember. I don't think you know how bad the Bucks actually are, or like have mostly been their entire franchise. They've got two. It's the Bucks' history is like 2 good years. That's basically the entirety of the franchise. Otherwise, they finish with like 5 wins every year, other than the 2 really good years and kind of like last year. But they still finished what, sub 500 last year, hurting their all-time winning percentage. See what I mean, dog? They suck. They probably done erased all the shit Brady already did. And that'll be a ground out 2 away. I'm telling you, if you look it up, you're going to be like, oh shit, it is the Buccaneers. They are the biggest losers in all of North American sports. That or like the Charlotte Hornets might have passed them up by now. Them motherfuckers lose a lot of games. I'm telling you, you can go fact check me on that. You'll be shocked to find I'm pretty close to being right. But how? I'm not even sure what we were talking about. Yeah, they've had 2 good seasons. Otherwise, they lose. Oh, okay, it's easy. Watch this. Lowest winning percentage in North American sports. As of 2 years ago, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers are now the worst team by all-time winning percentage. I think it's the Bucs, dog. Kansas City at 440. Oh, the Browns may be even worse. Hold on. Oh, they only have last 25. It's all time. I don't care about all time. Yeah, I think it is the, let's see. Teams that are still active. God damn it. Yeah, I think it's the Bucs. It's 5 years ago it was the truth. 2 years ago it was the truth. It's the truth right now. I can guarantee it. This is all time, not last like 5 years or some bullshit like that. Because the Bucs actually over the last 20 years probably had it pretty good. They won a couple Super Bowls. Yeah, that's a lot of losses. The Buccaneers win only 4.404% of their games, dude. All time they win. They have a 40.404 winning percentage. Man, they fucking suck. That's horrible. That means 90% of the time they lose, or they lose 4 out of 10, or you know what I mean. They only win 4 out of 10 games, so they lose 6 out of every 10 they play. That's miserable. I mean, this team's existence since like the 1970s. Yeah, of course the Phillies, they've existed longer. The fucking the Buccaneers have existed for a while, but it's weird to compare total losses of a baseball and football team. Football teams play 14, 16, and now 17 games. You know what I mean? They don't play a lot of games a year. That's why you got to use winning percentage and losing percentage. Or winning percentage, rather. 1-2 on Roman Anthony. We're at the top of the Red Sox order here to begin the bottom of the third. 1-1 score. It's a 1-2 count. I'm telling you, I'm not just the only one purporting this information. This is a widely known phenomenon that the Buccaneers are the shittiest team. We're not talking about all-time losses. I'm not incorrect. What are their winning percentages all time? Are you not understanding? I don't care about all-time losses. I'm quite literally talking about winning percentage, and it's the lowest all time is the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I don't know why you're trying to prove me so wrong. You're going to fuck around and just completely prove me right. Not talking about all-time losses. Don't care about that. That's a whole different subject. Because the team could be like created 1 year ago, 0-17 in the NFL, and they'd be the worst team because they'd have a 0 winning percentage. And you know what I mean? That would be the new top worst. You know, like, what are we doing? All-time wins don't really mean anything to me. All-time losses don't mean that. I'm talking about winning percentage. I've been talking about winning percentage since the beginning of this conversation. Jesus Christ. I don't know why you're talking about all-time losses. Cool, though. I'm glad you know that information. When you can get back to me about lowest winning percentages of all time for a franchise in North American sports, which I already looked up. I've already looked this information up. We just saw me look it up. I don't even know what you're arguing with. We can look, though. I'll do more research in a moment here. One away with an 0-2 count. Yeah, I don't understand. I thought this was widely known that this about the Buccaneers. There's a reason they're called the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Maybe someone's passed them in the last 2 years, but I maybe feel like I would have heard about it. Bro just wants it to be the Detroit Lions so bad, dude. Lions fans are such little victims. It's the Lions. Actually, we're the biggest losers. Let us have this. Michigan fans are retarded, dude. This is why everyone hates Detroit sports fans. It's because of you Michigan fans. You're gross. Fucking snot-ass losers. 0-1. You're wrong. You're wrong. I'm right. I'm a Michigan fan. Why does everyone hate the Lions and Tigers and Pistons and Red Wings after they start doing good? Because Michigan fans. I'm not trying to be rude, Hot Wax. But maybe you're a good one, but a lot of your fan base is wildly obnoxious. And they're the most hated part of our fan bases here in Detroit. Everyone's like, why are Detroit fans so annoying? It's like, it's not just... Those are the Michigan ones. Those are the people that also root for the University of Michigan. And they're fucking... they're just as fucking bad as Philadelphia sports fans. They're the same thing. Did you look up and see that I'm right about the Buccaneers go blue? What's up, Neil? Because you realize winning percentage isn't what I'm talking about. It's like, oh, yeah, that's a good point. You find Red Sox fan to be the most obnoxious. They hate the Yankees more than they support their own team. I support that beef between these two fan bases. I love irrational hatred of fans. Oh yeah, Michigan, Ohio State, same thing. They don't if they go 0-11 or 1-12 Michigan or Ohio State, as long as they beat Michigan or beat Ohio State, they do not give a flying fuck about the season. It's like, oh well, we had a bad year, but we beat our devil. I respect hatred like that. I respect beef like that in sports. Dingler, Green, and Perez, and I respect that the Yankees Red Sox beef has stayed alive this long. Other rivalries kind of die out a little bit. Like most of the ones in the NFL are kind of soft now. Because all the guys are kind of friends because they all went to the same like 5 colleges. Lately, yeah, 100% over the last 25 years. I don't like rivalries, friendly rivalries. I like blood feuds like the Yankees have with the Red Sox and like the Michigan has with like 5 different universities. I like when teams hate each other. I like when there's and like somehow new players come in hating the other team, and I'm like, fuck yeah, dude, it's deep. That's some real fucking deep hatred. Like guys who get scorned by a franchise will go play for the other one and then turn into the biggest fucking menace the other team has ever seen. I'm a big believer of that. Red Sox have been one of the best teams of the last 25 years, though. To be fair, they're part of that Massachusetts run of dominance in sports, or the New England, I guess you could say. That whole region, Celtics, Bruins, Patriots, Red Sox have just been white hot since the 2000s started. I mean, they have down years, but they win titles like they're winning multiple titles a decade for each team, which is crazy. The Patriots were just back in the Super Bowl again after 20 years of a run. Insane. They got their teeth pushed in, but hey, played a good game. Yeah, Favre going to the Vikings because he got scoring. Yeah, all of that. It's a 1-1 count. A lot of the Yankees titles should have some asterisks on them. They were winning like they count all their World Series from back when there was like 5 teams playing. The Tigers, Cubs, Yankees, and like fucking the Red Sox, I guess. It was like then like maybe one other guy. They weren't even called that shit. It was like the Detroit Spartans. And Dingler punches the ball into right field. It bloops in. That'll be a leadoff single for the Tigers. 1 on to start off the top of the 4th of a 1-1 game. Lions, Tigers, Red Wings, and Pistons fan. I also love Michigan State and Central Michigan. To U of M and OSU. Hell yeah, Paul. Watching the game with the troops. Hey, man, I appreciate it. Thanks for watching. Hopefully you guys are having a good time, or at least like staying safe anyway. Good luck. Stay safe. Go Tigers, but yeah, Red Sox are all right. The Red Wings is different because there's still only like 20 teams or something like that. It's fine. Maple Leafs title shouldn't count, but the Red Wings should. And they'll call that a strike. It's 0-1. Thank you guys for your service too. Appreciate especially right now. About to get drunk, Neil? Hell yeah. When does the Pistons game start tonight? And who are they playing? And Riley Green strikes out looking 1 away. Got him on an inside pitch, froze him up. Here's Perez now with 1 on and 1 out. Because the Red Wings are cool and the Maple Leafs aren't. One, it's funnier if the Red Wings have the most titles as an American team. We'd be the best team in hockey at Canada's game. And we'd be taking it from the Maple Leafs. And again, it's all just to be cruel to Canada. Basically, right, Neil? This kid, winding this kid up because he's a liberal and a Sparty fan, both dying brands. Yeah, I don't really care about Michigan State. Actually, I don't care about college sports. To be completely honest with you. I actually don't watch them. I only know when teams win or don't win because people talk about them around me. I genuinely have no idea who's even going to be in next Thursday's NFL draft. It's a crapshoot to me. I don't care. I look up everybody after they get drafted, and I'm like, oh, that guy seems interesting. I don't know. I know there's Fernando Mendoza, but what is he, like 37 years old or some shit? It wasn't most of Indiana's football team like grown like 50-year-old grad students or some shit like that? Like former NFL players, or I don't even remember what the fucking scandal was, but they're all old. And that's why Trump signed that deal. They're like, nah, you can't. We're gonna cut that all out. That's all I know about college sports. That and yeah, you know what I mean, Neil. I don't. Not really even a liberal. You know, I think I'm further left than that. And that'll be a strikeout. We'll head to the bottom of the fourth. Story, Abreu, and Rafaela. Story, Abreu, Rafaela do appear in the bottom of the fourth. Bottom four. 1-1 score. Well, I mean, there's always kind of been the Democrat and Republican Party. There's also like the Progressive Party in like the 19. Was that in the 1920s? When the hell was Roosevelt? The first one. The 19s? 18s? 1912? Yeah, that's what I thought. I mean, the truth is, America is like a liberal country that uses a two-party system in like kind of what is it, a representative democracy or whatever. And then there's like a dominant two-party system. Technically, it's not a two-party system. Technically, it could be multiple parties, but like most people kind of fall into like one or two parties. But yeah, technically, the whole country is like a liberal country. I hate the bastardization of the word liberal. It should just be, well, you're a Democrat or you're a Republican. like it should be as simple as that. Like liberal is like it's the kind of country we are. Yeah, and like I don't think we should be bastardizing the term liberal. Because like Republicans are liberals too, but like they're just like right wing versions. I don't even know how to. You know what I mean? It's like it's a bastardized the word so hard. It's like the conflation of Democrat and liberal has been really stupid. And we're just waiting for the game to get going. I don't know what the fuck's happening. They're like getting new box. I think because it's been raining, the mound is kind of in really bad shape, so they're putting new rosin bags out there for the Tigers. Democrats are pretty liberal too. I don't think either side really suffers from being a liberal or illiberal. Republicans, some parts of the Republican Party have been kind of shitty lately about that, though. And of course, you have the runaway retards that are authoritarians on the left, but they have literally no power at all. But the parts of that part of the right actually has power right now compared to that part of the left. That's a bit more of an issue. Pretty much, Neil. Both parties are fucking losers. 0-2. And that'll be a strikeout. Nice way to start off the inning. Down goes Story. Here's Abreu with one away. Why is this so delayed? One away here in the bottom of the fourth. Another pitcher's duel between Crochet and Valdez, much expected. Yeah, I would say more past they were illiberal. I think in the last, since like the 70s, they've been a pretty liberal party. But yeah, prior to that, yeah, they're a bunch of shitlordy, like fucking fascists, basically. They're pretty much over that. They still have their weird, they really like controlled tendencies, but they're also they've kind of like loosened up a little bit. Republicans are kind of the same thing, especially like the new Republicans that are kind of running it right now. Yeah, but it's like dumb to mix it up. I think there's a better to just call them Democrats. I think that's just a better way to do it. Because I think the conflation of the word is stupid, and I don't think it's good to have a double meaning of a word. I don't know. I don't think it's a good thing. I mean, I hate the misuse of the word. I don't think those are like illiberal things to want gun control. I mean, the literal liberal founding fathers were like, hey, we should have some kind of gun control. People, they shouldn't just be like stupid. I'm not really for gun control stuff, but I think liberals are way more less controlling on body autonomy than conservatives, right? Liberals are like, people should be able to make that choice themselves. Or like Democrats, Republicans are like, the government should be able to kind of control what you do with or not do with your body. That kind of should be up to lawmakers. That doesn't seem like a liberal thing. I don't know. I would say the viewpoint of it should be up to you what you do with your body is more a liberal viewpoint than the government decides what happens with that. I think that's a wrong take. Affirmative action, that's gone now. I don't really care about that. I think both parties could be a lot better about guns. I think they both suck at when it comes to gun freedoms. So, I'm not talking about abortion here. Don't care. If you can make an excuse that the government can decide what you can do with your body in that regard, they can decide what you can do with your body in any regard. Don't give them an inch. Don't give them an inch, man. If you give the government an inch, they're going to take a mile, and they'll be like, well, we already have the ruling that we can control one part of your body. Why not the rest? Which is why hate laws can't exist, or hate speech laws can't exist. Which is the actual argument for why hate speech laws don't exist is because they'll be overreached, and soon you can't criticize, or else that'll become hate speech. You have to understand what slippery slopes are, and I don't think it's a good thing to have those. It has more to do with body autonomy to me, where I'm like, yeah, but if they can make an argument that they can control that, they can make an argument that they can control anything. I'm just telling you, Hot Wax. I'm just letting you know. If they can make an argument that they can control your body in one way, they can make the argument that they can control it in another. Listen, man, I'm almost a libertarian. It's just I don't really agree with the retarded fucking pedophiles that are in the Libertarian Party on a lot of the things they believe in. I genuinely think that the government should have no part of healthcare decisions. They shouldn't be making laws in that area. What the fuck do a bunch of nerds who studied law know about fucking health? Yeah, I'm at borderline. Yeah, yeah, that's kind of my viewpoint. I'm borderline that. Listen, you think I'm a lib, which is a hilarious viewpoint to anyone who actually knows me. I'm not at all what you think I am. I actually don't think there should be gun laws. To the point where, like, if I get my hands on a nuke, I get my hands on a nuke, and now I have a seat at the table. I'll never get my hands on one. But if I did, I would have a sudden negotiating power at the table at the table of power, don't I? Suddenly I'm in play, just like North Korea. I have wild views on certain things. With that guy, like, he's a liberal. It's like, that's a funny way to characterize me. Yeah, I don't think it's a good idea, but it's baseball. Anyway, that'll be off the wall. Not enough lift. That'll be a double off the wall. Because I don't think... Oh, Rafael is actually fast. He could be at third. No, he's at second. Okay. Now up is Durbin with 2 out. Runner at second of a 1-1 game. This could be a big moment. Yeah, but, like, I don't think... Basically, I just don't really think... I don't think it's a good idea to give the government a ton of power, especially in the avenue of controlling your body. Government should exist, which is why I'm not a libertarian. It ought to exist because, like, no matter what you do, you got to kind of have it. And I believe it should be actually, like, helpful and functioning if we're going to have one. So it should be efficient and, like, useful. But there are certain things it does that's completely useless and waste of our time. Like healthcare stuff. It should just get the fuck out of that. And just be like, hey, we got a system for the poor that need help. And that's as far as they should go with healthcare. That's it. That's as far as it should be. Otherwise, it should be between you and your doctor. What happens with fucking your health and your body? Your fucking body. And I don't like any law where the government could start taking stuff from it. They already make us sign up for the fucking draft. Lee, Baez, and Jones. If I was younger than what I am right now, if I was under 25, which is the only ages that can be drafted under, oh boy, I'd be fucking scared, dude. I'd be glad that shit in Iran looks about over. Anyway, top of the 5th coming up. Score remains 1-1. Hopefully things go back to kind of boring in politics. After old shithead and... I just hope 2 fucking nerds run in 28 and everybody's just like, what the fuck is this? This is boring. And everybody calms down and leaves politics. That's probably what it'll go back to. When it was like fucking Obama versus like... What was the first one? Who was the first? McCain? No one really cared. It was kind of like or like Bush versus Gore. No one gave a shit about that. They're like, oh, okay, it's the president. The only reason it was a big deal is because of Florida. Like, but it was usually just like 2 guys that would talk policy in a debate, and it was kind of boring. And then, like, you started getting kind of exciting people in the mix when Trump popped up and Obama was very charismatic. So it kind of went through this weird thing that happened over the last 20 years. I'm hoping that in the 20-year anniversary of all of this, we go back to 2 fucking dorks that make everybody go, yeah, I don't care about this, actually. I think that'll actually happen. I think it'll just go back to dorks giving a shit. I don't know. Maybe. I think Obama was just kind of a cult of personality, so it brought everybody to the surface of it. I think Obama was a unique character, similar to Trump in politics. They're both forces because they're hyper charismatic people. That people kind of gravitate to in unique ways. And for very different reasons, right? I think they're very similar guys, to be honest. And it's very odd that they don't get along, actually, in my opinion. They might, behind closed doors, be able to have really civil conversations with one. They probably do, actually. Behind, like, closed doors. They probably have, like, really civil, like, interesting conversations. They're probably very interesting. Again, 2 hyper-charismatic guys, pretty similar, except Obama kind of grew up kind of middle class, lower middle class. Obviously, Trump grew up extraordinarily wealthy, so a little difference there. But anyway, 0-2 on Lee. But again, it's looking like it'll be like JD Vance and fucking Gavin Newsom, and those are some of the most boring people on the planet. Or even worse, it may be Andy Bashir, which is who I think it'll be. And no one will give a fuck about that election cycle. They'll be like, wow, this is boring. I don't know. That doesn't really mean he's wealthy. I'd say middle class. I don't think it'll be Gavin. I think it's going to wind up being Andy Bashir, but we'll see how that plays. I think Bashir out of Kentucky's a very good choice for the Dems if they go that route. It's 0-2, by the way, or it's 0-1 rather. Sorry, I don't know. They put the fucking pitch count up so quick, the strike and ball count, that I sometimes get fucked up by it. Bashir is a interesting candidate who polls very well in deep red Kentucky at like 63%. I think his approval rating is, and I think that's something that's notable. 0-2 on a swing and a miss. Bashir actually, because Bashir will pull Republicans. He literally does in Kentucky very hard. Like they like him down there because he's got a very good message about like unity despite the division, and I think that's what we need after Trump. I mean, they vote Trump like positive every single time, like plus. I think the last 3 elections are plus like Trump plus like 30. Like that's pretty deep red, man. I don't even think it's been close in Kentucky over the last 3 elections. Let Biden get it down to like 15, then it was like plus 23 last time. But you know what I mean, though. Usually those places tend to vote pretty Republican too, kind of like a Florida situation. We're just fucking around. Yeah, there isn't. I don't think there's anyone left in Democrats who support Trump. Ball one, except maybe like the Israeli contingent people of the Democratic Party. That's going to be the real turner of 2026 in the midterms, is which party runs more anti-Israel people. That's my actual hot take on the midterms. I think Ja just homered. Yeah, he did. I'm pretty sure that's a home run, right? Yeah, Ja Jones with the home run. All right, his first of the year. His like second hit of the season. It finally paid off playing him against the lefty. Tigers go up 2-1 here in the top of the 5th with 2 away. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see how it goes. I think Bashir is a good candidate. We'll see if they run him. And I think a lot of people will like him in a national level. Let's just hope he runs. Ball 1 to Torres. We can go back to sports, though. I don't know what to talk about with sports. Who are the Pistons? It's the NBA and NHL playoffs right now, right? And somehow they go till June. Just those two fucking sports need to get their fucking shit together. The reason they're like, I don't know. I feel like they just gotta shrink their playoffs a little bit. I don't know what it is. 2-0 count, by the way, for Torres. What's up, Allison? Three 0 to Torres. And that'll be ball 4. Torres will walk. And we'll see 1 on, 2 out for Matty V. It's going good for me. I'm having a good day. How about you? Of course, there's for freedom and can't be overlooked. Yeah, I don't know. I wish we had more freedoms in the country. We don't have a lot of them. We have a good ones, but we don't have a lot. Yeah, he hasn't announced his shit yet. I don't even know if he's going to this time around. 1-0. If he does, he's the dark horse to win the whole thing in 28. I think he'd fuck JD Vance. I think Vance would be I don't think Vance is actually going to run in 28. I think, like you said, I don't think Vance is going to run. I think he's going to distance himself from the Trump shit, take off and run in 2032. Plus, he just had a baby. I think he wants to raise his kids for a little bit. I can actually believe that that intention from Vance. They like just had a baby, and I think he wants to have another. If I remember hearing that, if I read that right, he wants another kid, so he's going to take off. That's why he's leaning on not really running in 28. And if they run Marco Rubio, the Dems win 28, I think, in a landslide. As long as they don't run like Kamala Harris ever again. They'd have done better running Biden. We'd have at least won a swing state. Jesus Christ. I still stand out firmly that if they'd have ran Biden, that would have been a real close election. Like a real fucking close one. Like we wouldn't have lost every swing state to the fuck. Like Trump wouldn't have gotten every one of them. I think Biden would have at least got like Wisconsin or some bullshit or Michigan. And Bernie would be a good choice. I don't know. Bernie, we got to stop running old people. Carson Kelly. Oh, I thought we were talking about Captain Mark Kelly. He's the husband of the lady who got shot, right? And he's like a former astronaut. He could be a decent guy. I don't know enough about him. I don't think he's going to be the guy, though. I don't think he's got what it takes. I don't even think he'd beat Newsom in the primary. You know what I mean? I think he's a far worse choice than even like Kamala Harris. I don't even think Kamala was that bad of a choice, but I just don't, I don't think Trump was going to lose to her. Again, I'm a big fan of, it's a 3-1 count for Dingler. Oh, Dingler just hit a home run. That's a big fly for Dylan Dingler to dead center, and it's gone. All right, Tigers go up 5-1 now on a 3-run shot by Dingler. He clears the bases here in the top of the 5th. The Tigers get after Crochet as the rain slams down here in Boston. You can see the sprinkles on the camera. I got to go feed my cat here in a second after this inning comes to a close. Got to make sure she gets a little bit of food. Doing good, Wade. How you doing, buddy? Oh, you're doing good. You already said that. Glad to hear you're doing good. Bad cats. Crochet's off to a rough start this year, eh? 1-2 on Riley Green. I like how Wade's comments stopped the entire chat. Yeah, cats are fun. 3-2. By the way, if this game does get delayed in it, I don't really stream through rain delays. Also, because it is Sunday, I have to wake up early. But today he had a 7.58. You know what's funny is like this Looney Tunes ass lineup that AJ Hinch put together for today is like our best lineup we've had in a long time, in like a week. But we usually don't hit Crochet like this or any lefties. We're smoking Crochet. We have 7 hits. And we can start, if they bring in a lefty or a righty pitcher, we can start bringing in lefties. Like we got Carp, we got Colt, we got McGonigal, Colt. We got we got a bunch of shooters on the bench right now. Crochet's probably done. He's at like 90 something pitches. What's up, Charles? How's it going? Nice to see you. Yeah, they're bringing a righty in to pitch too. They got a righty up in the bullpen. Appreciate the likes. Wow, look at those. How many we got? We're at 15 likes right now. That's not so bad. If you haven't dropped a like yet, consider doing so. Helps the stream out, gets more people in here, makes it do a little bit better. I'd appreciate it if you could help out. They're not pulling Crochet yet, I suppose. Strike 1 to Perez. No, I don't think I'll be live for tomorrow's game. I've got stuff to do. That'll be grounded back up the middle. Perez unable to beat out the throw. Tigers' big inning comes to a close, but with 2 outs, the Tigers struck for like 4 runs. Pretty much all those runs this inning came with like 2 outs or 1 out. So, or at least 3 of them did. So, Jod Jones hits a home run that inning. Dylan Dingler also homers on a 3-run shot. Tigers at 4. It's 5-1. Bottom of the 5th coming up. Tigers up 4. It's 5-1. Detroit. Yeah, I'm gonna be too busy to do that game. I'll be just getting out of teaching at about 11. And I probably won't even be home till 11:30. Then I've got to do homework and things like that, get ready for my night class. Just no shot of doing it. All right, I'm going to go get some more soda either way. I'm going to see if the cat needs any food. I think she might be good. Be right back. So ecstatic. Oh. Oh, I did not mean to click on that button. All right, what do we got? It's 0-1 here. Fouled away. It's 0-2. It's Narvaez, Tyner Falafa, and Anthony here in the bottom of the fifth. Tigers up 5-1. It's an 0-2 count. Here's the pitch to the catcher. Ball one. Valdez pitching pretty good other than the solo homer. Allowing just 3 hits. Got 5 Ks. Pretty good start so far. He's at 77 pitches, though, after that one. I teach English, or not really English. I teach people writing. I'm a good writer. Don't let my simplistic speaking style fool you. I'm highly literate. I'm getting a MFA in creative writing. And then after that, I'm going to go get a PhD in the same thing in creative writing. I plan on staying in academia for the rest of my life. I don't want to leave. I like what I do. And I like teaching, but I have no desire to teach high school people because I can't swear and teach what I want. So I'm good. And they don't make as much. I probably could make more going to like a nice area and being like a PhD teaching high school kids at like a private school. But that way I could also coach like I want to. But that's maybe down the road. 1-2. But yeah, I'd like to teach English writing. I'm good at English. I'm good at reading. I'm good at writing. And if academics don't work out for me long term, I'll probably just go into TV show or movie writing. Probably TV show writing because I'm very good at collaborative writing projects. Very, very good. And I'm an idea machine. Actually, that's the things I'm good at are creating ideas and then adding on to things. It's like a hyper specific thing. You want what? 0-1 here with 2 away. Anthony, the hitter. Bum, 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 bum. It's 0-2 on Anthony. Who is? What are you talking? Nico, I think, what is Nico talking about? Are you far behind? 1-2, bet missed. I think they should have challenged that. That probably would have got ruled to be struck. Here's the pitch. And it's going to be grounded. Should be an easy play. It is. We'll head to the top of the 6th. Tigers have a good shutdown response inning to the scoring 4 runs. That's how you always keep momentum square on your side. As long as they don't blow up, they should be able to pitch their way through to the 9th. We'll see how it plays, though. It's hard to predict. You never know. Boston's very good at home. Except for earlier in the year. I'm glad we're playing the Red Sox in April because this is the easiest time historically to play the Red Sox is like right now when Alex Cora's teams haven't fully bought into whatever the fuck weird shit he's trying to get them to do, which they always do eventually. Just turned into the game. Nice to see our boys put up 4 runs. Hell yeah. I think you just trade him. Like, if you're really going to give up on him and trade for anybody at the deadline, you probably include him in the package. Because I think Torque will be a good hitter in this league. It just feels like we can't pull that out of him. I think organizationally, I don't think we develop right-handed hitters. I think there's a blind spot specifically to it because we have nothing in the minors for on the right-handed side of the plate that's like worth a fuck. It's just everything sucks from right-handed hitting in our organization. And I don't know if we can fix torque like we've done. Like we have good hitters. Like Carpenter is a development from the organization. Riley Green is. McGonagall's completely homegrown. Like, and they all hit at this level, like way better than Torque does. Like Torque can't hit left-handed fastballs right down the middle at 93. He gets fucked up on that. And I don't know like how as an organization we can fix that. He's going to get traded and be an all-star, hit 260 for somebody, hit 40 home runs a year with 35, 40 doubles also. We're going to have to accept the fact we're going to miss a 40-40 year out of Torque. Fine. We're probably going to have to trade if he doesn't pick it up. If he picks it up, you just keep him till the end of his contract, and he inevitably leaves us to go play for like the Angels or some bullshit, so he can go home, or the Diamondbacks, where he inevitably turns into one of the game's best power hitters. It's not going to happen as a Tiger though, and that's so goddamn shitty. And I'm pretty sure we'll just have Colt Keith play first base for the rest of time if that happens. And then just put the right-handed hitter somewhere. First baseman is cheap to get. They're not hard to get. Yeah, we don't develop right. Look at Isaac Paredes. We couldn't get that out of him. All he did was strike out for us. He goes to fucking Tampa Bay and he's jacking home runs in the left field every at-bat. I think they try to stop righties from being dead pull hitters. And they don't. And that'll be a flyout on the first pitch. Torques out, one away. I think organizationally, there's something wrong. By the way, Watson is the new pitcher for the Red Sox. I just think organizationally they try to turn right-handed hitters into full field hitters. The Tigers do, and it fucks them up like at a weird base level. They gave up. They should have just let Torque come. Torque was a dead pull hitter in college. Like, they should have just let him slug to left field like he wanted to, and we probably would have none of this, like, trying to turn him into mini Miguel Cabrera. What a dumb decision that was. That ruined that dude. 1-1. I genuinely wish that, like, we didn't try to turn him into mini Miguel Cabrera and just embraced the fact that, like, he's just a... Whoa! That was a weird play, but there's two away. They take away a hit from Lee. The shortstop and the third baseman did not communicate there very well. They kind of collided into one another. Roman Anthony and Anthony's left fielder. Sorry about that. Story and Durbin. But hey, neither one's hurt. They look okay. Good to go. Now Baez is up 9-hitter with two away here in the top of the sixth. Story looks so fucking pissed off. One of those guys looks mad. I don't know if Story looks like a hick or the other guy does. I don't know. I don't know what's up with it. I think we just got to go get a righty who can hit the ball already. And then I don't know. Fucking, I don't know what'll fix it. Because genuinely, everyone who hits right-handed in this organization is dog shit at it. Except Baez from every so often Baez flashes his old self. And it's like, yeah, he's our best right-handed hitter. Damn it. Is that the minimum already? Boston's really going to pull their pitcher. They're going to obviously pinch hit Jones for Carpenter. I think they're going to go pull a lefty into the game, though. With 2 outs and facing the minimum number. That's so annoying when teams do this. I'm so glad they took this away from teams. I really hope he isn't pulling this guy. Oh, never mind. All right, it was just it's okay. It's just a team visit. Never mind. Is Carp hitting home runs off a knee? He's going so low to hit home runs. He's just bombing them out. Yeah, he might be. I don't know. That could have also been Story. They just had a scowl on. They also could be mad they're losing and they have to play in the shitty rain. I would hate to play in the rain. Yeah, Carp pinch hitting, by the way. Thought they were going to do a pitching change. I just hate 2-out pitching changes. Like, I functionally understand why teams have to do a pitching change with 2 outs, but I also hate it. And I think that's an okay thing. Here's the 0-1. It's 0-2, swing and a miss. He tried to rip that thing. If he would have made contact, that would have been a home run. At least an extra base hit. That had distance if it gets connected. It's 0-2, though. On scary carry. Ball 1. 1-2 on Carp. Runner at first, 2 away. We're on the top of 6. By the way, we hit the like goal, so I appreciate that. We try to hit about 20 every stream, and it looks like we hit that, so good looking out. If you haven't dropped one, consider doing so. I'd appreciate it. Here's the 1-2 to Carp, who's going to hit it, and it gets by this diving second baseman who tried to, reach out, and he dove. He's sliding all over, doing his thing. Runner goes to third on the hit. Nice job by Carp. First and third now with 2 away. Here's Gleyber Torres. So, yeah, I think we should probably send Lee down and just call up big old Max Clark and get it out of the way. Except save it for a home series. Let's not debut him on the road. Hey, at least you know one thing we can say about Lee. He's not playing terrible defense today. Not like last time. So 0-1 here on Torres. Runners at the corners, 2 away. It literally cannot be worse than he did the other day. I do think we should pull him for McGonigal defensively at some point in this game, though. Probably like pretty soon. Probably his next at bat. He probably just shouldn't get to hit. He's already 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts, so. Or do you give him one more at bat and just bring in McGonigal for the 8th and 9th? Play D. Decisions. 1-2 misses. I think the concept of throwing a waste pitch to a hitter like Gleyber Torres is hilarious. Maybe he'll chase a ball. Get the guy who never chases a pitch. You have better luck of just throwing it down the middle and for some reason you don't swing at it. I don't think throwing Gleyber a waste pitch is a good move. He's not going to swing at it. It's a literal waste of a pitch. You have literal better luck just him missing a one down the middle than he will swing at a ball. There's a reason he gets attacked with a weird amount of strikes compared to most. Because again, he doesn't hit a lot, but he's also just a good hitter overall when he's not dealing with like a torn hip or whatever the fuck he did last year to himself and hid. I'm still mad about that last year. I wish they'd have just told us that. Monasterio, Contreras, Monasterio, Contreras, and Story. 2, 3, 4 due up here in the bottom of the 6. We'll see if the Tigers send Valdez back out. He was at like 80 some odd pitches, so plus it's raining and shit, so they may send in Drew Anderson. Watch them actually do that. AJ's like, one more try, Drew. We're going to give you one more try, kid. Drew comes out immediately, just gives up a grand slam somehow. Rips off his shirt to reveal he's a Cleveland Guardian the whole time. He's like, I've actually been supporting the Guardians, and he runs out. Like, what the fuck? What the fuck? Damn, My Chemical Romance is going on tour doing the Black Parade tour. That's is the band desperate for money, or do you think they're doing it because like out of gregarious, like they're like hell yeah, dude, let's run a whack, or maybe they recognized they could have like the Queen esque like Bohemian Rhapsody of a generation type thing if they just kind of run this thing a little bit, like we can make a lot of money till we die like Queen members do. We really just lock in Black Parade. What's up, Jonathan? How's it going? Well, we're in the bottom of the sixth. We'll see Monasterio. I think that's how you say his name. Contreras and Story here in the bottom of the sixth. Tigers are up 5-1. Bottom six, 5-1 Tigers. 2-3-4 for the Red Sox. Sorry about that. Sometimes when I burp, I cry a little. Just because of the pressure and the stress of life. Called strike one. Going really good. How's it going? Oh, I already asked that, yeah. It's going good. It's going good, too. Glad to hear it's going good for you. Here's the 0-1 to Monasterio. It's 0-2. He's having some trouble getting it to that Valdez. He's got some fastball. And that curveball is disgusting. I believe that was a curveball. Could have been a changeup, I suppose. What do you throw? That looks like a curve, right? Yeah, that's a curveball. I don't think changeups move like that unless it was. Either way, it's one away. His seventh strikeout of the affair. Valdez dealing. And that'll be lifted into left field by Story. 1 away. Oh, no, that was Contreras. 2 away. Now up is Story. Now Story's up with 2 down. Bottom 6, 2 down here. Game's moving pretty quick again. We're almost at like 2 hours. We're like an hour and a half in. Pretty crazy. Hour 40, really, I guess. These games have moved very quickly. But for the most part, every single inning has looked just like this in this entire series. Both teams have one really good inning where they both get a run or so, and that's it. Yeah. We got 2-2 right now. 1-2. 2-1. Here's the pitch. Grounded away. 2-2. Yeah, I mean, I guess so. We'll probably watch it. It'll be interesting anyway. I don't really know who I want my team to get. Some offensive linemen for the... Probably both teams I want to take linemen. Unless there's a steal pick available, then you always go steal pick. But Patriots, Lions, they better both just take tackles. It'd be very helpful for their causes. 2-2 coming up. What about you? You ready, Jonathan? Do you know who you want the Lions to take? Here's the pitch. It's 3-2. Oh, there. The next fucking pitch. Here's the 3-2. Fouled away. It'll remain 3-2. Oh. Oh, that sucked ass. Ball four. He may be pretty cooked, Valdez. He's probably at the end of his rope. Gotta get out of the game, though. Here's Abreu with 2 out, 1 on. Instead of Proctor. Okay. Fetter's coming in to talk to him just to kind of buy some time for the bullpen and probably discuss a little plan here. 1 sec. Yeah. Well, that's what they kind of need to draft as linemen, so they should be using most of their visits with linemen, I think. Don't know enough about him to say if he's good or not. Yeah. They ain't got no secondary. Bad secondary, everything else falls through. Here's the 1-0 to Abreu. And that should be a fly out. It is. That'll probably end Valdez's day because he's at like 100-something pitches right now. What's he at? 98. Yeah, he's done. So, nice job by Valdez. Most likely he's all done. He'll go 6 innings, give up 3 hits, 1 earned run. So, it's a nice quality start. 2 walks, 7 Ks, 1 home run, ERA to 3.30 on the year. Pretty good. We'll see Veerling, Dingler, and Green here in the top of the 7th. Tigers are up 5-1 here in the top of the 7th. Commercial break as per usual. I'm going to step out, rip a bogey a few times. I'll be back in just a moment. I'll have my device with me so I can chat with you. Other than that, I'll be right back. Give me like a minute and a half or so. All right, here's the 1-1. By the way, it's 1-2 on Veerling. Once again, Veerling, Dingler, and Green here in the top of the 7th. Brrr. Fucking cold out there. Ball 2 up high. Hate the cold. I hate the cold. Hate the rain and I hate the snow. Hate the rain and I hate the cold. Oh, he's in foul territory. How's he out in foul territory? 1 away. I think he got him up the bag on the first run through, so that's why he's out. I don't think I don't think the runoff in foul territory counted as a tag out. Ball 1. 1 away here with 1-0 count. Dingler gives a pitch a ride to center field and to the warning track. He gave another one a riff, but falls a bit short. 2 away. Here's Riley Green with 2 down in the top of the 7th. Swing and fouls it away. 0-1. I think it was a foul. Maybe he missed. I don't know. Either way, it's 0-1. 2 down, top 7. 2-minute 7th inning stretch could be coming up. Ball 1. The count is 1-1 to Riley P. Green. Fouls it off. It's 1-2. Bum 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 bum. Here's the 1-2. 2-2 up high. Well, if this pattern keeps up, we'll walk in the next like 4 or 5 pitches here. 2-2. Fouls it off. We should get another 2-2 coming. So if we see another ball and then it goes foul and then ball, we'll walk. So let's just hope the trend continues with the ball foul. As long as he doesn't miss the foul, we're all good. By the way, again, damn, there goes the cycle. Or the streak. Pattern, rather, I guess is the... Shows back in 70s Tuesday. Nice, that's a good thing. We could use the nice weather. I hate cold weather, man. Long ground out by Riley Green, but he's out he's out. Bottom 7, Rafaela, Durbin, and Narvaez. Rafaela, Durbin, and Narvaez here in the bottom of the 7th. It'll be a little longer because it's 7th inning stretch. Well expected, well expected. These Car Shield commercials are the worst thing I've ever seen. I hate them very, very much. Either way, commercial break. Such it is, such it is. I know absolutely nothing about college football. The last time that I watched college football, seriously, Reggie Bush was on USC and shit. I'm telling you, I don't watch it. I don't care for it. You can try though. I'll probably get every single question wrong. Your court age will be 75. Hey, that's a nice ass day. Sucks you have to work on it though. It says Kyle Finnegan just came into the game. So Kyle Finnegan will come in to pitch the 7th. Hopefully he has a good, nice shutdown inning here. Gets us to the 8th inning quickly. Would be ideal. Refresh here, make sure the game's up to speed. There we go. It'll be Rafaela versus Finnegan to begin the 7th at some point. All right, here we go. Here's pitch. Drag 1. Oh, no, never mind. Ball 1. Hey. Starting to rain pretty hard there in Boston, it looks like. We should probably just call it here. Play through the 7th, call it in the 8th. Let's just call this the end of the game. 1-1. Nobody wants to see the end of this. It's raining hard. People are just trying to go home. I want to eat some dinner. Nom, I'm hungry. It'll be fouled away. It's 1-2. I have no idea. Ferris State and then Saginaw Valley State or Grand Valley State, one of those two back to back. Michigan. 2-2. That'll be called ball 3. Oh, they're going to go with the challenge. It's called ball 3, but we'll see if it stands or if it's a strikeout on Rafaela. And that'll be called strike 3. Dingler wins another challenge. Dingler is hilarious, dude. Every pitch he doesn't, it just he doesn't even hesitate. It's pouring in Boston, it looks like. They played in the 19th. I have no possible way of knowing that question, dude. If you're gonna ask trivia, I wouldn't do like Division II college football. I don't even know who's in that. So no idea. Your hint doesn't help. I don't even know enough colleges to take a guess, dude. It would move on to the next question. I say I don't know trivia. I don't know about college football. How do you know about Division II 1970s champions? No. I didn't even know they had Division II football in the 1970s. So I'm literally the worst person to ask this question. We should move on to a different one. Something that isn't about division, anything less than Division I FBS series. Nice. See, why would I know that? You know what I mean? Like, why would I know any of this, dude? I don't know college sports. I went to CMU, by the way. And I don't know that. That should tell you I don't know about college sports, man. Just as a heads up. All right, let's see another one. That isn't hopefully about Division 2 stuff this time. Did he go? No, it'll be 2-2 or 3-2 now. Ooh. It looks extraordinarily wet out there. Pause. That'll be popped up. Should be the second out of the inning. And it is 2 away. Torres with a nice play. Here's Narvaez. Five-1 Tigers lead. Bottom 7, 2 away. Called strike 1. Surprised they didn't challenge that. Probably wasn't a strike. That's a high fly ball. Off the wall. That'll be a double. Damn, you can just see water starting to build up. I have a feeling that after the 7th inning, they're going to go into a delay, but we'll see how this plays. Oh, we may be doing a pitching change. Oh, that's so annoying. Marcelo Mayer will hit here. I was stationed in the Air Force at K. Sawyer, AFP. Nice. Okay. Oh, it's just Dingler going to talk to him. You two went to see me? Nice. It was a fun little school. Kind of cool to see it go from more of a little liberal arts college to kind of growing. It's got like a medical institution now. Pretty cool. You know what I mean? It was kind of like a like an advanced art school. It was like it's like it's basically a teacher's school, to be honest, but it kind of existed to prepare you to go teach and to go do weather. I don't know why that was what that school did. It was like, you want to be a weather person, you want to do teaching, come to here. Or just generally work in media. CMU is really good at like preparing people to go work in like media fields or the news, sports anchoring. A lot of Michigan news is filled with people who went to Michigan State or CMU. They're really well represented in most media places because I think MSU and CMU ranked nationally. Even to this day, I think their two programs are like top 5 in the country, maybe top 10, as far as like multimedia undergrad degrees. Like MSU and because I think they're 1 and 2, like in the state, Michigan State and Michigan, or Michigan State CMU. Dude, it's fucking pouring. 1-2 count. But like those 2 degrees are very valuable if you want to work in like media. And CMU is substantially cheaper than, actually they're about the same price now, so you can go to either one. If you can go to state if you can, it's a little nicer. However, if you can only get into CMU and you want to do media or work in sports journalism, it's a great school, great place to get into. Jim Costa from 97.1, he's a CMU alumni. A lot of the guys on there are Michigan State or CMU alumni. They like hire CMU people hard. I started at Central State Normal College. Yeah, I was gonna say it started as that, kind of like Western was a Western teaching college, I believe, Western State Teaching College or something like that. I think it even might have started as a normal college, and it became a teaching college, and then you know, and then slowly but surely morphed into a university, and that'll be popped up in foul territory. Great job by Finnegan to get over the 2-out double. We'll head to the top of the eighth. Score remains 5-1 of a very rain-soaked game. We'll see if this actually continues or if they decide to delay it here. We'll see. Top eight coming up. Maybe. We can only hope that top eight's coming up. Like most colleges, I think started out as teacher schools, which is interesting to think about, especially in the United States. I think most of them like had the intention of preparing you to go be a teacher or do that, I believe. Which is why there are so many colleges that like specialize in like education degrees. They're like, yeah, we're good at education degrees. It's like, yeah, that's what you start. That's like your thing. That's what that's why you exist. And then eventually they find their little niche that they're very good at. But it was usually to serve a region's teachers. I think Michigan University just started as like we want to have a real university, which is a little different. It's fun that CMU and WMU are rivals and they have almost the exact same origin story as colleges. One sort of started to specialize in the avenues of they're both pretty good at teaching. CMU went to like multimedia and like the arts. WMU is very good at like aviation, engineering, that kind of shit. It's one of the few places with a flight school, anyway. They're a very similar origin, and they both picked a very specific, unique niche, that they like are very good at. Like even though like there are other flight schools, WMU is like a very good flight school. I think it's like one of the best in the country to get into. The aviation at WMU. Because again, there just aren't a ton of schools that like have flight schools. What's up, Allison? What's up, Jake? Oh, you've already been here. Sorry about that, Allison. I appreciate you. You're a good person too. A Boston, Detroit Tigers, a Boston lady who roots for the Tigers. Go fucking Tigers! I love the Tigers. I could never live in Detroit though. I don't know how I can't do accents. That's my best Boston lady accent. I'm pretty good. I think I'm basically like an impressionist. Ask me to do anything. I bet you I can do any impersonation you could ask. Southern guy. Yeah, that'll be confirmed at strike. Tigers lose a challenge. It's they both got one. Both teams have one left, but it's the top of the eighth. 0-1 count for Perez. Northern NMU has. Yep. Northern Michigan also has like unique grad programs that they probably shouldn't have. Very interesting. Here's my Southern guy. Yeah, I'm a Southern guy. Welcome to the South, Yankee. Here's my Italian guy. Yo, I'm Italian. I'm eating the Subway from Jersey Mike's. My boy Mike. Fucking Italian, Jersey Shore. I mean, I think it's dangerous, dude. I think I could just that'll be a fly out by Torque. He's done nothing today. I guess he walked. That's pretty good. Got on base. French guy. Oh, I'm a French guy. Oui, suck a dick or blue. Uh, I'm a French guy. I don't know how they talk the way they talk. I physically cannot speak that way. Even if I was being serious about it, I physically can't. A French guy. That's the best I can come up with, and that was a genuine try. It actually kind of fucked my throat up a little bit to even do that. I don't know how them people talk like that. It's got to be a put on. I suck like me. I am a French guy. I just sound like I'm doing a disabled person accent if I do that. You want to hear my Russian guy? Hold on, I'm gonna 1 2. Hello, I'm Russian. Hello, I'm a Russian guy. I don't even know how to go to the bathroom. That's that's my best Russian guy. Anthony, Monasterio, and Contreras. Bottom of the 8th coming up. They have a lot of silent letters and things like that. I don't know. I don't believe in silent letters. I hate that we adopted that from the French. I think they're dumb. I don't like the concept of them. Yeah, there's silent letters in English. That's what I'm talking about. They gave us their shitty silent letters, and I don't know why we should have been like the Germans and just say every letter. It's just like that would be so much more intelligent. Spell things the way that they sound. Yeah, that makes sense. We're also German. We could take parts of that too. But hey, I wasn't around when they made the language. So now school's got a fucking H in it for some reason. School should really just be SKOOL. Like that should be how you spell school. Like C should be a rather rare letter in the English language, because K does all the lifting for that word. Like cat, KAT. Car, KAR. Care, KAR. C doesn't make any fucking sense. So A B C, like the lettering, you know, I don't like it. I think we gotta change a lot about our language. K is the sound in our language, and it's K. We don't need two of the same things. Solves a lot of problems if we get rid of one of them. I vote for C. Personally, you know. Will Vest is in to pitch the 8th. Hopefully he's ready to go. Anthony, Monasterio, and Contreras. 1, 2, 3 here. Top 8, or bottom 8. 5-1 Tigers lead. They'll call that strike one. Yeah, they have a lot of dumb silent letters too. I hate it. Like pneumonia should just be spelled nah, and I don't even fucking. I'd have to really enunciate that one out. But like NUM pneumon, MON, yeah, YA, nah, N, nah, NUH, no, MON, YA. That should be pneumonia. That would be so much easier for everybody to spell. NUHMONYA, pneumonia. And that feels more right than the other way it's spelled, and you know it does. You know, you're like in your head, you're like, that does work. Really, that the word works if you just cut out the E and the P there. Numonia. That even works better. Cut out the P and the U. Or the P and the E. Because the U does make an us sound. Like us. Unilateral. U. U sometimes a little different. I don't know. 3-2. Foul ball. But it's not that hard to spell pneumonia though. I don't know. I get silent letters and why they're there. I guess it's like, you know, just like the base of the word. That's ball 4. Fuck. Never like to see an inning start off with a walk. Monasterio's up with one on, nobody out. Bottom of the 8th. Vest pitches and it's fouled away. It's 0-1. Be right back. I need to get some pop. My voice is oh damn, there's 2 out. Someone did Monasterio ground into a double play. All right, cool. We got 2 down now. And a 0-2 count on Contreras. What a good thing to come back to. I should leave to go get sodas more often. Oh, that's ball 1. 1-2. Ooh, that rain's coming in hard. Fouled away. It'll remain 1-2. Come on, Vest, put him away. Pterodactyl. Yeah, the pterodactyl. That's an annoying spelling. I have to agree. Counts 2-2. Three, 2. Come on now. The upper part of the strike zone's open right now. Full count. 5-1 Tigers lead here in the bottom of the 8th, and that'll be hit on the ground over to the third baseman. Nice play by Lee. Bounces it over. Torque with the nice scoop. That'll get us to the top of the 9th, so long as he's actually out. Nice play by Lee. Flashed a little leather there. All right, top 9 coming up. It'll be Baez, Carpenter, and Torres. Baez, Carp, and Torque here, or Baez, Carp, and Torres here. Baez, Carp, Torres, top of the 9th. It's 5-1 Detroit. Woo! Nice scoop by Torque to secure the out from Lee. That was probably Lee's best play as a major leaguer so far. Good for him. Good for him. All right, now we just wait for the game to come back on for the 9th inning. Oh, brr, it's cold. I'm dying from the frost. Oh boy, I fear my life's been lost. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Either way, top 9 coming up. Will the Tigers add to their lead, or will they just kind of let themselves coast with the 5-1 advantage into the 9th, bottom of the 9th? Guess we'll find out very soon, very, very soon. So, how many of you guys enjoyed WrestleMania last night? I heard it was really bad. I heard nobody liked it, and it was stupid. All right. Looks like the game's coming back on, finally. Hey, we're at about 26 likes. I appreciate that, everyone. If you haven't left a like yet, consider doing so. Otherwise, you got a small dick and little penis. Little penis, small dick. Symptoms of not leaving a like on the channel. You have a good night, Paul. Have a good rest of your weekend. Hopefully, it's a good time, a good rest of the day. Have a good week ahead, too. Nice chatting with you. In there for strike 1 to Javi Baez. 9-1 and 2 due up for Detroit this inning. It's Baez, Carpenter, Torres. Baez fouls it away. It's 0-2. Are they about to delay this shit? No, okay, we're good. About to say, come on, man. Don't tell me we're getting it to the top of the 9th. They're about delayed. And Javi has a base hit into the left field. That should just be a pretty nice single. And it is 1 on. Nobody out to start off the 9th for the Tigers. Here's Gary Carpenter. Dun, dun, Javi Baez against the Tigers is a 927 career OPS. Hilarious. He used to smoke our pitching. It is rain, heavily downpour right now. Yeah, in Boston, it looks like it. Looks like it's rainy and cold. 1-0 Carp. 2-0 Carp. Chain rod. Chain rod. That'll be called strike 1. It's 2-1 now. Scary Carey got the shiesty on. He challenged that for some reason, and they upped it a strike. It's going to remain 2-1. I guess 3-0 is a whole different count than 2-1, I suppose. Kind of a dumb challenge, though. It is the 9th inning, I guess, so who cares? All right, here's 2-1. Here's 3. That's a ball 3. I don't know. Now the challenge feels kind of dumb, but whatever. Anyway, 3-1. 1 on, no one out here in the top of the 9th. Carey has a 3-1 count. That'll be up high, ball 4. Carpenter walks, bringing it to 2 on, and nobody out for Gleyber Torres. We'll see how he does with 2 on, no one out. Top 9, Tigers up 5-1. Yeah, Carpenter challenged one of the calls. It's all right, though. You got it wrong. It was a bad challenge. Can't win them all, I suppose, unless you're Dylan Dingler. Somehow my stream is falling behind. Anyway, it's 1-0 to Torres. Here comes the 1-0. Same pitch location. They call that a strike. Nice. Pretty much anything near the zone is going to start getting called now. Torres is going to lift that in the left field or in the right field, and it's going to get down and bounce into the stands. Oh, no, it doesn't. Baez scores. He's going to score even if it's a ground rule double. Baez will score. No matter what Baez scored, it's 6-1 Tigers. They'll just call that a single. Stays fair. That's bad luck if you're the Red Sox. Baez must have saw that thing was going to drop immediately. Yeah, he did. He didn't even hesitate. Good read by Avi. Here's Veerling. Up high, ball 1. Here's the 1-0. It's 2-0. Lee, to me, Lee feels like if he ever gets a hit, he's going to start hitting the ball a lot at the major level. He's like weirdly pressed right now. And if he wasn't so fucked up about it, I think he'd probably be a lot better. We'll see, though. We'll see if my proclamation or hot take is correct. Either way, nobody out here in the top of the 9th with 2 on. Tigers already got a run. It's 6-1 now by 5. That'll be called strike 2. It's 2-2. 2-2. 2 on. Top 9. That'll be 1 and 2. A double play. Veerling grounds into 2. They get the lead runner at third. Then they fire across the diamond to get the man at first. Veerling. Runner at second. 2 away. Here's Dingler. He's 3 for 4 with the home run today. And 4 RBI. Big day for Dingler. One of those, his home run was a 3-run shot, so there's where 3 of his 4 RBI come from. Pretty good. Basically a grand slam. We could just say it was. I don't know. 4 RBI home run, that's a grand slam to me. I don't know. Fuck you. SMD, my boy. Anyway, Dingler's up. Let's see what he can do. I'm guessing 2-run shot. 8-1. Easy. I put $1 million on it. Damn, he lined out. Oh no, he got a base hit. But they tag out Torres at home. I don't know. They tried to send Torres from second. It just didn't work out. All right. Well, we'll head to the Dingler has his four hits today. Sheesh. Dingler 4 for 5, 302 average, 983 OPS. Absolute insanity. It'll be Story, Abreu, Rafaela. Bottom of the ninth, 6-1 Tigers lead. They'll probably bring in Brant Herter, I'm guessing here. Someone like that. Never mind, I'll find someone like that. You know, like that Odell song, Odell, or whatever her name is. I'll be right back. I'm going to go rip a bogey a couple times. Be right back. Be right back. One moment. So and two. Looks like it's not raining as hard now, which is always a good thing. Let me refresh this just to make sure we're caught up. And Story strikes out, 1 away. Nice start to the bottom of the ninth. Tigers up 6-1 here in the bottom of the ninth with 1 away. Now up is Abreu. See you later, Ewan. Tigers been pitching pretty good this series. Let's hope we can keep it up for 2 more outs. It ain't over till it's over. Out away, it's 0-1. on Wilmer Abreu. Little chopper, hit over to Lee. And he's way late with it. I think he just got beat out by Abreu for the most part, but kind of a slow roller up the third base line. I need to make that play, though. Fouled away, it's 0-1. Hey, double play does get us out of this, but I don't think we're going to double up Rafaela. He's quick. Abreu's pretty quick, too. 0-2. Strikeout works just as well. Maybe we can get him. See what Seabold can do here with an 0-2 count, runner at first, and 1 away in the bottom of the ninth. Fouled away, it's 0-2 again. The game in Atlanta and between Atlanta and Philly are like, come on, Detroit, come on, Red Sox, let's end this shit. We're trying to start Sunday Night Baseball. Braves and Phillies are like, come on. And that'll be a strikeout. Let's see 2 away here in the bottom of the ninth. Here comes Durbin with 2 down, runner at first. Tigers trying to end the game here. If you haven't dropped a like yet, make sure you do so on your way out here this afternoon. Be quite helpful. Helps the stream out. Makes it look like it did a little bit better. It's always nice to do. Abreu took second on. No, it's he's still at first. I figured he'd go on that first pitch, but 1-0. Now he goes to second. 2-0. Okay, he did. I always figure when there's a gap lead and there's a guy at first with 1 or 2 outs, he's just automatically going to go to second. That's my guess on every pitch. 2-0 for Durbin. And that'll be rocketed into left field. Oh, no. Nice play by Green, but it'll score a run. Runner will get the second. So it'll be 6-2 now with the runner at second and 2 away. Uh-oh. Never say never. Tyler, you might have jinxed us. If we lose, it's your fault. Yoshida will come in to hit. Oh, boy. Warm up Jansen. Might be time. All right. Little mound meeting here between Federer and Seabold. 2 down here in the bottom of the ninth. Little rally starting. Let's see if we can let's make sure we put this shit out. Got to make sure we can win today because tomorrow the Red Sox are going to be powered by crack and shit, and they're probably not going to be beatable. Yoshida the hitter now with a runner at second and 2 away. Have to start wondering if the Tigers do something to slow this down with the real closer if this doesn't result in an out. Don't want this to slip away. Never mind, I find someone like you. That'll be fouled away. It's 0-2. Story of the game feels like it's Dylan Dingler going 4 for 5 with a bunch of RBIs. 4 of them. Player of the game is Dylan Dingler and Framber Valdez. We'll go over stats once the game is final. 6-2. 0-2 count, 2 away. Let's hope for a strikeout so we can enjoy 12-10. All right, we'll end the series 500 no matter what. Ground out. Yay, we're 12-10 now. So no matter what happens tomorrow, we leave this series 500 or better. We could be 13-10. However, 12-11 is also quite respectable after where we were. So, hey, we're officially above 500 by 2 games with 1 to go in the series. So, hey, look at us. Red Sox, unfortunately, fall to 8-13. GG's to the Red Sox fans, but what a good game for the Tigers. We got Valdez going 6, quality start. He gave up 3 hits, 1 run, 1 earned, which was the home run. Gave up 2 walks, had 7 Ks, 3.3 ERA. Finnegan came in, pitched another shutout inning, keeping his ERA at 0. Vest came in and got a shutout inning, lowering his ERA to 5. And Seabold came in. It got a little dicey. He gave up a run on a couple doubles, but he kind of shut it down and kept it within striking. Yeah. Hitting wise, Vierling had a double. Dingler had a double. Vierling went 4 for 5 with 4 RBIs. Ja Jones had another one, and so did Torres. Jones had a solo homer, and then Dingler had a 3-run homer in this game, so a couple bombs. We went 4 for 7 with runners in scoring position. We left 7 guys on base, so we could have done better. But hey, 6-2 final. Our offense looked pretty good this afternoon, I'd have to say. Nice to see the bats coming to life and putting up some support for our strong pitching outings now. Yeah, it feels pretty good. It's starting to seem like the team's coming together. Even when we used a wonky-ass right-handed lineup today, it was still pretty efficient ball. So, all right. I'll see y'all later. Like I said, I can't do tomorrow's game. Let's go double-check some stuff. Because tomorrow I just have too much going. It's like 11 o'clock game. I just can't do it. I should be able to do Tuesday, though. Yeah, I can't do that. Should be good up for Tuesday. Can't do Wednesday. Thursday's pretty good. I think I'll be able to do Friday, depending if anything is happening on the weekend. But I think there's things happening this weekend. So we'll see if I'm able to do those or not. But all right. That's it for me for now. Thank you all for hanging out this afternoon. It was fun chatting about whatever. Thanks for hanging. Thanks for all the likes you left. Leave a like on your way out if you're leaving. Have a good night, Allison. Have a good night, everybody. Tyler, everyone who's still here. Have a good night. Thanks for chatting. Thanks for having a good little stream. I'll see you on Tuesday. If I see you. If not, I'll see you when I see you. As always, it's go Lions, go Patriots, and of course, it's always go Tigers, especially when you at least secure a series split with the win here. So, and we're up over 500. Hell yeah. All right, I'll see you later. Peace out. Go Tigers.